What's up guys, I'm Fleck here and it's FreezeControl. I hope you guys are staying fine. I hope you guys are staying safe. You say what? Oh, well, I don't know why I have an unfinished chess game behind me. I think that's not what you should be worried about. I think you should be worried about this if you haven't done that. So that should be your focus now. Well, last week I got myself into some trouble. I decided to talk about a topic that is very delicate and at the same time extremely broad, and that's addiction. So today, this morning, a news came to us in my hostel, which was sort of uncomfortable for us, which would require us moving out of our hostel. Well, so that didn't actually give me enough time that I actually require for myself to study the topic and also view the results from the survey. Oh yeah, I actually have a survey going on now about the topic. I already have over 100 responses. I wanted to stop at 100 responses, but I decided to leave it open since the percentage is calculated by itself. I decided to leave it open so that I can get to know more and more about what people actually think about the topic. Now, the survey is just 5 questions, and it's just questions around the topic so I can get to study and understand what people actually see this topic. I'll leave a link in the description below, the link to the survey, so make sure you check it out and answer the survey if you haven't. Now, coming to the topic, actually this is a prequel, and the reason why I decided to make this prequel was because I needed enough time to study the topic very well, because it's an extremely broad topic. It's gonna be hard for me to squeeze everything into a 10 minutes video actually. So for me to study the topic very well and pick out the most important parts of the topic and bring everything out, that's why I've come to discuss what I'm actually going to be talking about here today. So in the main video, I'm going to be talking about addiction. Now, here's the fun one. People with addiction actually lose control over their actions. They crave and seek out drugs, alcohol, and other substances or behaviors at any cost. It might require them hurting their friends or families. It might require them losing their families. It might even require them losing their jobs. But because they don't actually have a control over their actions, they just want to perform that action or behavior at that particular point in time. I begin to actually wonder, now what actually is it about addiction that makes people behave in destructive manners or destructive ways? And what actually is it about? Now, I've started my study actually on this addiction, and in the main video, I'll be bringing to you about 3 or 4 misconceptions about addiction, what people actually think addiction is, but actually is wrong, or some wrong things people think about addiction. If you've answered the survey, of course, from the few responses I've gotten from the survey, I could actually say that some misconceptions are even much more popular than I thought. Now, furthermore, in the main video that will be coming up next week, I'll be talking about different views of different parts of science that actually explained addiction. One of them is the biological part, how it's related to the brain, how it's related biologically to a person. And actually, I thought it was going to be just biology and psychology. But then I was talking to a doctor from Germany, and he was like, there's actually a biochemical explanation of addiction. And I typed it on Google, the biochemistry explanation of addiction, and it was just as if I opened a door to thousands of doors. Which is why this topic is extremely broad, and bringing it out here requires a lot of study and a lot of understanding of the topic. So next week I'm going to be talking about the biochemistry of addiction, the biology of addiction, the psychology of addiction, and of course the spirituality of addiction. Now, after talking about these parts of science, the explanation of addiction, I'm also going to review the survey, and I'm going to bring about the responses and the statistics I got from the survey people actually took part in. And finally, we're going to be talking about the way out of addiction. And if you haven't answered the survey, like I said, there's going to be a link in the description below for you to answer the survey and just anticipate the video. Yeah, that's been it. I hope you guys loved the video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.